Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Productivity for Perfectionists. 2 weeks to transform your doubt into confidence, your overwhelm into clarity, and your endless to-dos into getting it done. I am your host, Deborah Hurwitz, and today I am here with friend, mentor, and coach for 31 years. What? Morgana Rae. Hello, Morgana.
Hello.
I was actually just there at your house just a few days ago. I love when I get to bring friends, colleagues, mentors into this summit. We have so much to cover today. Let me just tell the kids a quick minute about you. Morgana Rae is the #1 international best-selling author of Financial Alchemy, 12 Months of Magic and Manifestation. She's been a 7-figure spiritual life coach and manifestation leader for 31 years. Morgana's guided tens of thousands of entrepreneurs, artists, healers, and humanitarians to heal the rift between heart, spirit, and money, to save the world as only they can. And my God, do we need that right now? Awesome. Morgana's fans call her the money goddess because of the many documented stories of clients making unexpected income of 5, 6, and even 7 figures within hours of changing their relationships with money. I've had some of those. Morgana has been featured on all major television networks, The Wall Street Journal, and more. And her expertise in alchemy has put her on stages with Deepak Chopra, Ariana Huffington, Bob Proctor, and more. Morgana's financial alchemy books, recordings, and classes have impacted millions of people worldwide. We have a star, ladies and gentlemen. We have a star. Okay. All right. You and I have done so many events and we've interviewed and we've talked about your story. And I'm so glad that we're going to do things a little bit differently today and actually walk people through a process that, BTS, she and I both also need for ourselves right now. So we're doing this for ourselves alongside you, and we're both going to be in this process. So Morgana, please share with us just the highlights of this whole Money Monster, Money Honey process that is so powerful that you took me through in 2018 in Bali, that completely leveled up my ability to make money. And I absolutely credit with a trajectory for my business where I look back now and I'm like, wow, I was so like, oh my God, can I make over $200,000? Like this was like the big giant threshold at the time. And now, like my business has made 2 million and change. So anyway, hit us.
So over the years, like any business, we all have what we think our message is, and we take classes that tell us what how to come up with our message, and then eventually, finally, it just hits you in your face. And what I believe from coaching so many thousands of people for so many decades is that change happens at the speed of safety.
I love that
And
line.
if you're doing all the work, and if you're following Deborah, I figure you're doing all the work and you're not getting the results that you deserve and you desire. And it's not making sense and it's crazy making. And you're taking the classes and you're reading the books and you're paying the coaches and all this kind of stuff. And you're still not getting anywhere. By the way, that was my story.
Mm-hmm.
It is my experience that you are almost certainly protecting yourself unconsciously. It's not your fault. Protecting yourself for very good reason from what you want. The
Mm-hmm.
idea that you would protect yourself from money is not intuitive,
Right.
right?
Yep.
Uh, but in my own story, that was kind of my breakthrough when I realized that unbeknownst to me, and all of my effort and all of my marketing and blah, 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 money in my life was a terrifying monster who wanted to harm me and destroy me, and I needed to keep distance from. It does not make sense consciously, by the way.
Right.
All of you are smarties. I love that. We aren't getting rid of your intelligence, we're using it.
Yep.
But and I found this in money over and over and over again with clients. And I've also found it, clients started coming to me with like love monsters and health monsters. And again,
Mhm.
it's whatever it is, but I like to work with money because this is weirdest for money. And I kind of believe your wealth is in your weirdness because we've got,
Your wealth is in your weirdness.
yeah.
Yes, yes,
Oh
yes.
my God, we have so much vanilla noise with every law of attraction teacher, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So, by the way, if it works for you, always do
Yeah.
whatever works for you.
Well, no, in our audience, perfectionists, we have a super love-hate relationship with law of attraction because we basically distill it to mean if I think the right thoughts, I'll have the life that I want. And then we beat ourselves up when we don't think the right thoughts, or we thought the right thoughts, but then our life didn't line up exactly as we wanted it, right? And it becomes this opportunity to turn the focus back on us in some critical, painful way. So
Yeah.
hard no on that.
So, being a sister Capricorn with Deborah, I like to make everything useful. So all those bad thoughts are the key to your kingdom,
Mm.
whatever you want to
Hmm.
say.
I got them
It's
both.
we
Queens are good.
no, we do not want to suppress them. We want to use them
Oh,
for your
awesome.
own empowerment and success. And the more like you squash it and band-aid it, that takes a lot of energy to push down an awareness of really fucked up things. I like to swear, really fucked up things
Yeah.
that are going on that are real. And by the way, like if you're sleeping on a couch or in a car, you can positive affirmation all you like, but there's still a reality that your life is really, really hard.
Yes.
We want
Yes.
to use that. And
Yes.
that, so I've told my story,
Yeah.
on Deborah's show.
Yeah.
I tell it
We'll do
all.
like a supplemental,
Yeah, you can just like Google me in a podcast and we'll do that. You can do that on your own time because I want to do something here that we
Yeah.
don't usually do. So again, change happens at the speed of safety.
Yep.
If you aren't getting results, something is not safe. We must uncover it and make what you want safe. And that's when I see really weird, interesting, rapid, unexplainable results, including
Exactly.
it very often looks like somebody's been trying to sell something for years and years and years, and it didn't sell until boom, out of the blue,
Hmm.
or if somebody has a pattern of getting exploited or ripped off, or and now that they have this new relationship with money, they don't let that happen anymore. They see
Right.
it before it happens. So
Right.
I've had clients make millions,
Yeah.
tens of millions of dollars.
We collect money owed, unexpected royalties or residuals come in. Like you said, something that hasn't sold suddenly
House,
sells. We're
whatever,
able to
yeah.
raise prices, the right people show up, and we're able to connect with them and sell joyfully, right? Like these sorts of things happen.
And everything that I'm teaching is not about money.
Right.
Like it's useful.
Yeah.
I call this the money monster. I call the opposite the where we're going to go to the money honey, because
Hmm.
what I'm really always talking about is your relationship with your own existence, your relationship with yourself and life.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And money is just the perfect embodiment of limitation. It is the number one excuse human beings give for what we can't have, do, or be. And I've coached clients with nothing, and I've coached billionaires. And money was getting in the way of love. And
Mm.
the fear of loss and being targeted, very real experiences and all that. So I've done the extremes and everybody in between. And so I'm really talking about relationship with life. I found it useful for myself to call it money because that was the area of life that needed my love and healing the most.
Yeah. It's so interesting. I just want to pause there because, I've been walking around for years with the idea of money as currency, literally, like energy, right? Like, money is a representation of all of the different ways that we move our energy around, that we, as you said, as we relate to life, as we relate to life force. And in our, most of the civilized world, I don't know if there are any humans on the planet who are not living in some sort of relationship with money as a way of staying alive. That is our worldwide resource for ensuring our safety, and then of course all the other things that money does, right? It's like how we purchase what we need to stay alive: food, shelter,
Yeah.
etc. Right? And so it's a representation. And it's so interesting that you're calling it like money is the embodiment of limitation. Like money itself doesn't get embodied. We are giving money, and this is what we're heading into now, of course, we're giving money a sense of embodiment. And talking about it as the embodiment of limitation is a really interesting complement to the idea of money as a representation of energy, money as currency, energy moving around. That when we have these issues, problems, struggles, chronic stresses, deficiencies, contraction, scarcity, all that stuff, yay, right? That is money as limitation, money as problem, like you were saying, sort of in the before and after. The before is here's how money is a problem, and then the after is, oh, and now I get to see how money is a representation of how I embrace or receive life force, how it comes to and through me. And I love this idea of moving from one to the other. So let's do it.
Well, and I like to make it specific. If
Yeah.
we talk about money as energy or currency, yeah, and that's abstract.
Yep.
it's we need to make things more real. And so
Hmm.
it's very specifically money. And the reason we get so weird about money, like back in the day with our ancestors, people were very hush hush about sex.
Hmm.
That hasn't been the case for a really long time, at least not in the United States.
Right.
But money, it's like, how much do you make? How much did this cost? People are very, it's either I make so much, or
Right.
very,
Right.
weird about it. So, and the reason for that is because money is honestly a measurement, a representation of love,
Mm-hmm.
worth, and you brought up safety. And I think safety is the biggest one, but all of them really, really matter. When you dig
Yeah.
below the surface, money is to our subconscious, to our emotions, our identity. It's, am I loved? Am
Right.
I valued? Am
Right.
I safe? And we could even go beyond that to like, am I even wanted in
Hmm.
the world? Do I have a right to exist? Do I belong here? Like heavy, heavy stuff. So,
All the perfectionist bugaboos, right to
right,
exist, right to take up space, earning my worth, my work is my worth, all that stuff. Yeah.
horrible people are treated really well. Because of money, it's weird. So,
True. Yeah. Hmm.
so you wanted to do like a little rapid monster slaying. So let's dive
Okay.
into that. And
Yes.
I'm going to start, and I'm also going to say that usually when I do this, it's in privacy and people can share very, very deep, dark vulnerabilities and secrets.
Yeah.
This is not private. So, Deborah, you get to choose
Hmm.
what and if you share anything specifically aloud.
Yeah.
And I'll look, I coached a woman in Bali who was from Kazakhstan and didn't speak English, and it didn't matter. We got enough
Amazing.
communication across, and I followed up with her and it worked.
Amazing. Yeah.
And
I
I
love
had a
it.
client from Canada who couldn't speak what the root event
Mm,
was.
mm.
It doesn't matter. If you
Yeah.
know when we get you to the state, that will work. So
So yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to speak in as I like a composite, myself, clients I know, the audience members that I know are having certain things.
I
Or
want you
go ahead.
to use this for yourself. I don't want this to be an exercise for you. I want it
Okay.
to be very
Yeah.
personal. If
Uh,
things that you've seen with clients or family members or friends or peoples
yeah.
is making the world feel unsafe or unright to you, then
Hmm.
use it. But this is 100% only about you right now. The
Got
more
it.
specific it is, the more it works for everybody else.
I love this progress over perfection piece. So one of the things that I love to do in the interviews is like not edit. If there's a surprise, we roll with it. If there's a tech glitch, we roll with it or whatever. And I just want to share with the audience, you and I literally had like a 10 word text exchange, like want to do a mini slay and interview. Okay, let's try. Like that was literally as far as we went. And we're kind of like, working it out right now. So it is like a bit of a surprise to me to be like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and reveal my and I absolutely will because I love doing that. I know, I mean, I don't love doing that. I love having done that because
Yeah.
I know how much it helps, and because I know that the more I can, and this is a David Bedrick term, but the more I can unshame my own history, my own existence, my own system, the more I'm giving permission for others to unshame themselves. So I will just, we'll just do this and I'll show up with my own real thing.
And I also have a lot of confidence that we can do this quickly, you and I,
Yeah,
because we have done the long version
we have.
and you have continued to do this work on your own.
I
So,
have, absolutely.
Deborah
And I want to
Hurwitz,
invite everybody in the audience, actually, correct me if I'm wrong on this for your process, Morgana, but I love for people to be writing whatever is arising in the moment with a very specific focus. This is not capture every word we're saying. You've got replays. You've got 72 hours to watch this again and again if you would like. And if you're a VIP for a very small amount of money, you can own this forever, right? So this is like you have access to this. Don't try to capture every word. This is not about being an A+ student or a good girl or any of the other things that we are. This is about capturing what arises in your own mind, heart, brain, and body. And when Morgana talks, when any of our beautiful experts bring these ahas, like, oh, I didn't think of it about that. I didn't think about it that way before. Oh, that reminds me of this thing happening in my life. When those things arise, give your left brain, the verbal part of your brain, the job of putting words on what your whole consciousness is serving up. Lots of primarily right brain nonverbal stuff. But give
And
brain the
I,
job of putting words on it. Go ahead.
this process does not work as an intellectual exercise.
Right. Right.
So allow whatever moves you emotionally,
Yeah.
jot down a note so that you have a sense memory of it.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Capture the truth of it as close as you can to what it is that's actually happening in the moment, not your decision about it, your to-do list about it, or what you're going to do
Yeah.
afterwards with it.
And there's no exam at the end.
There's no exam at the end. Exactly.
All right.
All right. I think we've prepped them enough.
All right. So, Deborah Hurwitz, what makes you think you have a money monster?
Mm. Oof. Um, Anytime, even when I intellectually and logically know better, even when I can point to a bank account or point to a sale or point to something that should make me feel safe and fine and comfy, even when that's there, I still get these terrible feeling drops in my stomach or clutch in the chest when something happens that feels like bad news or a surprise around money. I feel like a huge uh-oh, and it feels terrible, and I feel like I have to fix it or everything is falling apart. I have this outsized reaction that feels really terrible anytime something comes up negative about money.
Okay, and we'll start with money, but we're going to get off the topic of money as, as soon as it makes sense.
Mhm.
Um, what I'm really hearing is what is making you feel unsafe right now?
Mm. Well, I've had lots of personal conversations about this, and I want to keep details and specifics out of it because I really want to make sure that
You
people
don't have to
feel,
you just
yeah.
need them for yourself.
Yeah, I'm feeling like things I thought we humans were past and better than and done with, we're actually not. And I'm upset with social media platforms. I'm upset with overall ignorance and hypocrisy out there in the world. I feel uh, personally attacked in ways that I know I don't really know actually. I don't think I'm being personally attacked. I know the intention, for example, is not to personally attack, but things happen and I feel dislodged. I feel betrayed. I feel,
Betrayed
yeah, I feel betrayed.
people because I know people that you trusted
Yeah.
and thought were safe and
Yes.
allies
Yes.
and shared values
Yes. Yes.
have betrayed everything you believed
Yes.
about them
Yeah. I
and
stood
grew.
shoulder to shoulder with them through any number of difficulties or issues coming to light or any of that stuff. And then somehow, when the tables are turned or when a slightly different situation comes up, all of a sudden, none of those values are in evidence. None of that allyship is in evidence. And
I
it's
want you
painful.
to go deeper, like into, I want you to feel your worst case scenario, what you're really frightened of.
Oof.
You don't even have to say it. I just want you to feel it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every way your heart is breaking,
Yeah.
everything that is wrong in the world.
It's life and death stuff
Yeah.
for me and everyone I care about.
Yeah. And it's very, very personal. Because even when you say they don't mean it personally, it is very personal.
Mhm. Yeah. Almost, I'll question you on this. There's no escaping that it affects me personally, but part of the pain is that it actually feels quite impersonal. Like who I am is not, doesn't fucking matter at all.
I think
How
the
I
whole
show
word
up, what I
dehumanizing,
say again,
dehumanizing.
dehumanizing. Yeah,
It doesn't matter who you are, how you show up.
right.
Go back into your worst case scenario. I just, Just go there on a scale of 1 to 10.
I just want to say before I go all the way down in there that this part this part I just want to share does not get easier or more fun, even though I've done it a million times. And I know for our audience who want the change, right? The change, that this piece is the piece that feels unsafe. Oh, I don't want to go there. That feels weird. That feels icky. That feels terrible. And
That's why I'm here.
yeah, yeah.
You
Yeah.
people
Anyone who's
can,
following along here and hitting like a whoa doggy kind of place, ick. I call it the ick, right? The icky sticky tricky ick. Like I will literally just gag or want to or something like that. And I just want to offer everybody a safe space to just go there wherever you are right now. Okay.
so,
Yeah,
and for
so it's
people
fucking icky.
watching, we never have to get everything. We never have to get all your trauma
We're
or
never
the abuse or
gonna.
any, we don't have to get everything. I actually call the technical term is we are just getting to a critical mass of ick.
A critical massive ick. Okay.
Yes.
Yay. Yeah.
Just enough to be intolerable because it's like a slingshot and it gives us the leverage we need for change. So I want you to go as deep as you can. You don't go so deep that you dissociate, that you pop out, that you minimize. You go, and
That's important. Talk about that later. Yeah. Let's
I can
hear
take you deeper with me than you can go on your own because I can always get you out. That said, I encourage everybody watching to go as deeply as you safely can and know that you can get results. Okay. This is not, all powerful Morgana. I'm the only way through. Okay. But so back into, I think I pulled you out of your state.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was really happy for that relief there.
I
Okay,
know
here we
because
go.
and it's very natural to want to pop out, but that
I can get us
perpetuates.
there. Yep.
Yeah. So go back to
Betrayed.
specific people who really hurt.
Mm. Ugh, yeah. So many.
Yeah. The people you never imagined.
Yeah.
And what you know this means.
Okay.
And I'm also going to suggest that this is a matter of life and death, and you can't afford to pop out. You have to go in on a scale of 1 to 10. How frightening is right now?
7, 8.
Okay. What would bring it to a 9?
Any number of pieces of news in the moment.
Okay.
Uh, what ratchets up the emotion to a 9 is less fear and more rage.
Good. What brings it up to a 10? That this cannot go on.
I feel like honestly, the next person will be that final straw. I mean, I've sort of hit them again and again.
You need to get to a 10 now.
I
Go
can
deep.
imagine. I can imagine
Okay. Yeah.
death threats, things like that. I can imagine.
Okay. And we know that those are already happening. Maybe not to you yet, but we've seen the news, the bombs.
How much willingness there is to cause harm to others
Yeah.
is
And the glee.
Really painful. Yeah.
by nice people.
By nice people. Yeah. That's the twisty bit. That's the really twisty bit. No good guys and bad guys.
Yeah. And even with the money you have now, if the laws change tomorrow,
Right.
no safety.
Think about that a lot too. How it's all just, we're just agreeing to log onto websites and point to something and say, I have that money. It means nothing. It can change in a heartbeat.
Yeah. And the people you care about.
What about the people I care about? Sorry.
And the people you care about are also in danger. Violence against babies and children. Where are you on a scale of 1 to 10?
I can put myself into an imagined 10.
That's all there is. Go there now.
Yeah.
Okay. How big is the feeling?
It's blinding. It's
Yeah.
nothing else.
Excellent. Excellent. So if you were to give this beinghood, how big is this person?
With what I'm imagining, it was like a group,
Okay.
a mob,
Yeah.
an unstoppable mob.
Okay. And what if we gave the mob one brain?
Yeah.
When,
Also,
yeah.
concurrently, like uh, in the opposite, uh, like a very well organized military group.
Yeah. And I want to coalesce it
Both.
into one consciousness, one brain,
Yeah.
one larger body that,
Organized, vicious, and powered by unlimited emotional charge
okay.
of hatred.
And yeah. And does it feel hot or cold?
Hot.
Yeah.
I feel cold facing it.
Yeah.
I feel freezing.
Okay. And now I want this whole mob to be operated by one entity.
Yeah. Got it.
Good. And does this entity feel male or female?
I really could throw up.
Mm.
Huh.
Yeah. Okay. Stay with it. You're doing fantastic. Is this male or female?
Male. Sorry,
Okay.
guys.
That's good. Do what does it smell like?
Don't have a smell. Smell like cigars.
Okay.
I fucking hate cigars.
Good. What does it fingernails look like?
No offense. I had a comic teach me to smoke cigars once with whiskey. It was amazing, but I fucking hate
What
cigars.
is the cigar stinking
Oh, oh God.
evil killer entity? What does its fingernails look like?
Oh, short, well manicured, but dirty,
Mm-hmm.
like blood,
Yeah.
crusted, dirty.
What does its eyes look like?
Slits,
Hair, if it has any.
plastered down, dark,
Mm-hmm. Teeth.
like some gold pieces, like a decorated cage flashing.
Breath.
Oh God, Morgana, you really are gonna make me puke. Hold on. It all split out into like the mob and the army again. I gotta.
Bring it back. Yeah. By the
The
way,
mob
he
and the
is.
army is what brings the 10. So it's
Yeah.
specific shit
Just
happening.
just know that this monster is fighting for its existence and will try to pop you out. This monster has the power of the army.
Breath, hot, fire, dragon fire, hot. Like there is no smell. It burns everything up.
Okay. And what does it think to itself when it looks at you?
First thing that came to mind was you. Like I have to die.
Yeah.
I can't be allowed to live.
Okay. Only one of you gets to survive. Who do you choose? Okay. So you get to annihilate this monster and all of its cyborg army by any
I
means,
didn't have cyborgs in the mix, but thanks. We'll add them in.
whatever.
Yeah, I got you. Ugh, Borg. That shit scared me. Star Trek. I had some money monsters that were Borg before. Yeah, I can add them in. Okay, hold on. I get to annihilate this monster? I don't see how.
Any weapon can be bigger than the planet. Only one of you gets to survive.
Bigger than the planet. How interesting. Okay, I'm having this image. Please, all the astronomers in the house, don't jump down my throat for this. It makes no sense. But when you said bigger than a planet, I thought of the rest of our solar system and like planets and moons and all these astral bodies just kind of getting in line to like really fuck with the material happenings on planet Earth, but only where this monster is. Everywhere else is fine.
Yeah,
Only where
target
this
the
monster
monster.
is.
Target the monster, whatever needs to happen.
And it's like everything at once: tidal wave, fire, being swallowed up, dropped into the center of the earth, vaporized, sucked into space, all of it just like pulled apart to quark level particles. Done.
Go on and on and on until there's no trace of this monster's existence. And it's completely gone. Your life depends on it. Keep going until it doesn't exist and you'll know it.
It's coming back. Like it comes back from a tsunami, it comes back from fire. It's fucking Terminator level shit.
Okay? Something bigger.
Okay, hold on. I'm bringing some more planets. Andromeda.
Focus the energy.
Focus the energy. Okay, hold on. I'm taking pieces out one at a time. Think it is no longer able to reconstitute.
Yeah. So everything that would harm you and everything that does not have permission to be in your life experience, obliterated in this monster.
Mm.
And that, by the way, goes back many, many, many generations, what you've just destroyed.
Oh yeah,
Stops with you.
I like
How
that.
does that feel?
I like that. It stops with me, feels really good. It feels
Yeah,
very empowering.
yeah. So check around any little monster traces of that energy left that need to be cleaned up? Or is it gone?
I found a foot. I obliterated it.
Bravo. Bravo. Okay. So how does it feel to be
Oh, I
free of
really hope this is
this?
helping people.
How does it feel to be free of this monster for the first time in your life?
Oh, I, I mean, I'm hesitant. I'm like, is there really a reality where that's the case?
We don't have to address that yet. You can actually ask your honey on the other end.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
So that doubt,
yeah.
make a little monster of that.
Okay, all right. I didn't even mean reality like external circumstances and environments. I just meant within myself for that possibility
Okay,
to
okay.
exist, you
Yeah,
know?
okay, check, check. There is no wrong answer.
Can I feel free of fear around this? I would like to. I would actually like to. That I will say there's a change. Let me articulate. I want to articulate this. This feels important. There's a change from I have to feel the fear because it's protecting me. I have to be on high alert. It's protecting me. I have to imagine these terrible things and get all like even as I'm saying it, I'm feeling some of those feelings start to come up. And then, but just a second ago, it was like, what if I don't have to? Like, what if I can be just as safe without those things? What if I can be just as effective without those things? What if that high alert, jacked up nervous system is not actually helping? Can it work for me to be free of that?
Was having that monster serving you?
I'm going to say no.
Okay. So I want you to just scan and obliterate anything left over. And by the way, you get to keep anything that serves you, including fear. You can coexist with
Okay.
and be very resourceful and responsible.
Yeah.
Um,
I say that anything that is actually protecting me or fueling me,
yeah.
making me more effective in a healthy way, I get to tap into as needed.
But everything that makes life not worth living,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
that's that's what we reject. And that's the monster
Yes.
for everybody.
Yeah.
Is it gone?
Yes.
Okay. So when the monster is gone, all that remains is love.
Hmm. Yeah.
It's just, and by the way, when the monster is gone, lots of different physical experiences of the monster being gone. It can feel light, it can feel expansive, it can feel frightening because it's unfamiliar.
The
All of these are
unfamiliar
good.
piece, the unfamiliar piece got me a little. As you said, all that's left is love. I will tell you, I trip over that a little bit in my own.
Mhm.
I have no right to exist. My
You
person.
have a little bit of a love monster too.
Okay, we'll hit that in a second. But what did give me, like, my brain just swapped in peace, and that
Okay.
landed differently.
I don't want to step over the love monster. We're not going to go, we if we need to do that separately,
Mm-hmm.
we'll do that separately. But I want you to just quickly, because I know you can, everything that has ever made love feel hurtful and unsafe and unsatisfying.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah, well, it's goes back into things that make life not
Always.
worth living.
It's always
The
mommy and daddy, you guys. Okay, yeah.
the bad love,
Mm-hmm.
create a little monster there. You
Oh,
can go
that's
back
easy.
and go deeper.
That's
I
really
just
easy.
want, yeah, because I want that out of the way. Blow that up.
Okay, hold on.
you
I
need
need
to
to
do
get
to
someone
annihilate.
other than a real human being in my life.
Yeah.
I want to say this actually because we didn't say this, and it's really important, you guys, and we've just gone through this whole process. It's really important that when you're talking about, especially if you're a decent human, which everybody logging in here is, don't, Morgana taught me this and was very wise. Do not make your monster a real human being ever, because you actually do need to destroy them, and we can't do that with real humans when we're not actual murderers, and it has to be that real an experience. So yeah, come
So your
back.
monster is not your parent.
Yeah,
Thank you for
exactly.
bringing that up. But
Exactly.
it's the monster used your parents to hurt you,
Yeah, right,
and
exactly.
anybody else
Yeah.
to hurt
I
you.
got it. Okay, I got that love monster. I totally got that love monster. I'll tell you who it is later.
Slay it, slay it, slay it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Now, now I feel like it's
Yeah.
more clear.
Yeah. Feels
Okay.
better.
Where do you want to meet your money, honey? Now we have the fun part. And there is a
Oh, on the
where.
beach. I mean, I'm looking at the
Okay.
marina right now, but like yeah, I want to meet him on the beach.
Okay. So I be at the beach.
Yeah.
What do you hear? What do you feel? What do you smell? What do you taste? What is it? Just all the senses. Be there now.
I'm feeling it. I live at the beach in Southern California now, but I'm thinking of my Jersey Shore childhood and the smells of like beach town, corn dogs, copper tone sunscreen, the briny Atlantic, right? Just these kinds of summer redolent smells that are
Hmm.
so yummy and have so much promise of just pleasure and fun. And I'm like 11, 12, 13 years old, totally pubescent, hormones everywhere, just wanting and longing and ripe and open. And I would just be so in love with all these cute boys and
Yeah.
sexy,
Now
handsome
keep
men.
keep that energy,
Mm.
but also be you now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And now
Silver fox,
this
beautiful.
what?
I said silver fox, beautiful.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I have a few real people in mind at this moment. We're getting so personal, you guys. This is a very personal fucking summit. Okay.
Good, good.
Okay.
So now this love
Mm,
that the whole world and universe and life has for you
yeah.
is walking towards you in the form, and we're going to call it your money, honey.
Hmm.
And because your flavor is men, he's going to be hot, beautiful, and loves you more than anybody else in the world.
Mm,
Chooses you.
delicious. Yeah.
And what does he feel like?
I'm gonna say this phrase. You got literally the phrase that popped when you said, "What does he feel like?" I thought, hard as a rock. He's a rock. He's just like the muscles are off the chain. Yeah, he's incredibly strong, solid.
Solid. I
So
love that.
solid. Yeah.
Love that. You
Like
need that.
human solid, but solid.
Yeah, human, but very, so it sounds very grounded, very earthy, very like you can just melt into him.
Absolutely melt.
Safe.
It's funny. My thought is exciting, like stimulated, which is not so separate from agitated, but safe. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Like envelops me, can totally lean in, totally melt.
What
Yes.
does he want you to know?
He loves me.
Okay. And what does he want you to know about all that bullshit that was getting you agitated before?
The first words that came were not relevant, not important, which is
Okay.
weird because it feels important, but okay, sure. Not relevant,
Okay.
not important.
I want you to feel how much he wants to be with you.
Mm.
This is your relationship with life, love, and money.
How much he wants to be with me. there's a little hiccup. Like, is this gonna be a problem? Like, how are you going to disrupt my life?
Oh, interesting. Ask him.
Oh, he just says, I'm just gonna love you. That doesn't seem so
Mm.
bad.
Okay, so now this question is going to be very relevant
Okay.
because he wants to love you, and you're like, I don't know how to be with that. So we're going to let him coach you on that.
Okay.
What does he need from you to allow him to be with you with all the love and all the money and all the safety and happiness and vitality that wants to be with you? What does he need from you to allow him to be with you?
First word that came was stretch,
Mm.
which can go so many different ways, but stretch, like, it was stretch, but on top of this, like, you get to do you. Like, you get to do you. You're what you want and need is not in danger. It just gets to be, there gets to be more, not instead of stretch, like capacity.
What is the first baby step?
Something had me like, I'm looking at my kitchen right now. It was like, go to the cupboard. I don't know what the fuck is there or what that's about, but it's something about nourishing myself, something about just like going to where something is.
Okay,
I don't
so I
know.
want you to go to the cupboard. We can pause this, cut it out of the final. Go to the cupboard. And there may be nothing there, but go.
All right, hold on. I'm pausing the recording. Okay. So I opened two cupboards that were across from each other where I have basically a whole bunch of pantry stuff and a whole bunch of treats and things. And my first thought was, I've been calling my kitchen a safe space for the last couple of years, as I have created a safe space for myself in my kitchen, where the kitchen was not a safe space for many different reasons over many different years. And my first thought was, everything in here is exactly what I've wanted to put in here.
Mm.
Like, there's nothing extraneous, there's abundant, lots of things I want. There's just, it was like, this is the ideal lineup. I made this. Right? But then, which was nice, a nice thought. And then as I was walking back, I didn't know quite what to do with that, but I was walking back here and I thought, oh, right. For years and years and years, I have hated grocery shopping and felt completely overwhelmed and intimidated in supermarkets. And I am a get shit done person with a big brain that can organize a lot of information. Like, it didn't make any sense, right? But there was a long
You can
time
put on a
ago.
Broadway show, but go to the supermarket. And
Exactly. I can run $100 million Cirque du Soleil show with like literally 100 moving parts and my hands and feet all over anything, but Whole Foods will send me like into a corner, right? So, um, and for a long time it was money stuff for sure. It wasn't that I didn't want to buy good food or I like cooking fine, sometimes I love it, sometimes I don't, whatever, but it was definitely money stuff in the past and kind of never updated that really. Like, I still feel a little of that like overwhelm or intimidation or whatever, even though I can buy whatever I want mostly. Um,
what does your heart as a rock, money, honey say to that? What just happened?
oh yeah, yeah, I think it was like just connecting the dots of like, look what you have, look what you've already made and created, and there's nothing in the way. Like, it's like he's like sitting there, dripping wet in a bathing suit from the beach, holding my hand to walk into Whole Foods, being like, world is your oyster, go crazy. And it's like taking the charge out of it.
So for the people who are watching, the first step was uncovering the root cause of the money monster. The root cause is always love, worth, and safety. And we kind of went into love and safety more than worth this time. The second step is then personify that critical massive ick into an entity, a being, and flesh that out and make it real because we can talk about money and energy and it's abstract, but a person with bad breath, dirty fingernails is real. Our body reacts.
Yeah.
And what we want to do is get this out of your head and into your body and into your heart because 99% of your results and attitudes and beliefs are subconscious. So we want to be getting your conscious desires and your subconscious needs on the same team. Then we annihilate the monster, and then we meet the money honey, which is where we are right now. And then we have a conversation. And the first conversation was, what do you need from me to allow you to be with me? Because the rule of the money honey is your money honey is safe and loves you more
Mhm.
than anybody in the world. And you want this money honey. If you don't, that's not yours, okay?
Right.
And
Find another
make
one.
your monster and we'll
Yep.
get there.
Yep.
And finally, we're at the sixth step, which is what concrete measurable action are you going to take to demonstrate to yourself that you are in this completely different relationship with money and life? And what just happened?
No, it's like I love this. We're going so far over usual interview time, but whatever. I hope everybody's having a great time. Um, I love this as an example of what I absolutely teach, and I'm so grateful to be able to be on the client side of it for something like this because it's always like, have the prompt, whatever the prompt is, take the first answer that arises, move forward with that, even when it makes zero sense. That's how you create real change. Otherwise, you're just doing the same shit you've been doing and gonna get the same shit you got, right? So it's like this whole go to the cupboard was like, really, why, what, I'm not going to cook anything right now, like, but these little moments of association, this thought to this feeling, this idea, right? It's like as I'm sitting here thinking, oh my God, I think I just upgraded my entire relationship to grocery shopping,
Mm.
which is a big deal.
Well, it's also
And is
another
another piece of the
embodiment of money
puzzle.
because it nourishes you and it sustains life.
Right, exactly. I mean, it's a foundational piece to my lived
Being fed by
experience.
mommy, it's so
And it
attached to
Yeah, and it
love and
means so
all.
much. It touches, I'm sorry, I'm talking over you. I'm just like excited, right? It's like, yeah, so it's like, yes, it touches on money, it touches on love, touches on survival and safety, touches on pleasure, luxury, and lifestyle, right?
And for women, very, very specifically, and this is a whole Aphrodite conversation. Women are taught, oh, we have to starve ourselves and suffer for
Exactly.
beauty. And instead you've got this money honey who wants you to enjoy life.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
It's all about really just like loving life.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Oh my God, Morgana. Okay, that's a I'm gonna call that a wrap on
And
this one.
so whatever money stuff happens
Yeah,
is kind of like the super fun cherry on top or the garnish or whatever. It's the side dish.
right.
It's important. It happens. It's great for my marketing. Let me know.
Hmm.
I never know what will happen or when,
Yes.
but things change when we change.
Yeah,
Only
absolutely.
you didn't change. You just became more of you with
Thank
less
Yeah. That's
noise.
crap holding me back. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you, Morgana, so much. I mean, this is so valuable. My interactions with you are always so valuable. Thank you. I would love to hear from you guys on this one. Like, did you follow along with the process? How was this for you? What arose? What's happening now? Get back to me 5 days later. What's happened since then? I really want to hear from you guys on this one. I know this was powerful, meaningful, and valuable to me. Thank you so much, as always, for your beautiful contribution. All right, you guys. Whew. I'm gonna take a nice deep breath now. Give yourselves, if you really went in with this one, give yourself a minute to integrate. Be kind to yourself tonight, right? Like take a hot bath or something. But yeah, so thank you again, Morgana. You guys, this has been another episode of Productivity for Perfectionists. I'm your host, Deborah Hurwitz. Guest Morgana Rae. Come back for our next episode. We will see you very soon.